2 weeks ago, I was lying in the hospital bed after having a heart attack at 32 years old. Even now, saying that sentence doesn't even feel real. A few hours earlier, I was just out for a run, just a normal run, something I've done countless times before. I wasn't thinking about going to the hospital. I wasn't thinking about having a heart attack. I was just thinking about what I was going to do for the rest of the day, even for the rest of the long weekend. Then my chest started feeling heavy. Not any sharp pain, just some strange heaviness and tightness. Then it radiated to my jaw. I remember trying to convince myself that it was nothing. Maybe I pushed myself too hard. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I just needed to sit down for a moment. But a few hours later, the doctor said I did have a heart attack. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to understand how this could have happened and what recovery actually looks like afterwards. I thought leaving the hospital would feel like crossing the finish line, like the worst part was over. Instead, it felt like the beginning of something I wasn't prepared for. Physically, I was healing. For the first few days, I had to watch my step going up the stairs slowly. I wasn't able to lift, carry, or hold my daughter. I had to watch my wife take care of everything. I looked at food differently. I even looked at small things like going for a walk differently. Nobody prepared me for how much recovery happens in your head. Mentally, I couldn't stop replaying the day, the decisions I made. The moment I realized something wasn't right, I kept wondering, what if I ignored it a little longer? What if I wasn't so close to home at the end of my run? What if I waited until the next day? Those thoughts hit harder than I expected. And something else happened too. Every sensation felt more important. A small ache, a weird feeling, a slight increase in blood pressure. Things I ignored before suddenly had my full attention. I don't think people talk enough about how much anxiety can come after an event like this. Before this happened, I thought recovery meant resting for a few days and moving on. The reality has been much different. Recovery isn't just one big moment, it's a dozen of tiny moments. Going for a short walk, having a better night's sleep, feeling a little more like yourself, then having a day where you don't. It's realizing how much you took little things for granted, like going for walks with your dog, having energy, not thinking about your heart every few minutes. These last 2 weeks have taught me that recovery isn't about getting back to who you are or who you were. It's about figuring out who you are now. One thing that changed immediately is the way I think about food. Before this happened, I ate whatever I wanted. I didn't spend much time thinking about every decision I made. Now I do. Not because I'm trying to be perfect, because I have a different perspective. When something like this happens, you start asking different questions. What am I putting into my body? How am I recovering? How am I managing stress? How can I give myself the best chance of living a long, healthier life? Those are the questions I'm trying to answer right now. And I'll be sharing that journey on this channel. The truth is, I'm only 2 weeks into this journey. I don't know exactly what the next few months will look like, but I do know this experience changed me. It has changed how I think about my health and my diet, how I think about time, how I think about the people around me, and I want to document it all. The progress, the setbacks, the wins, the difficult days, because hopefully one day I'll look back and realize this was just the beginning of getting my life back. Hopefully this also helps people in a similar situation like me. And if you're following along, Thank you for being a part of this journey.